Welcome back to What's Up, I'm Razina. Young Emirati businessman Essa Al Ansari spends his days working in a popular hotel chain and in their family business, Redha Al Ansari Exchange. When you see him now, you will never guess that he underwent a fitness transformation that is truly inspiring to many. Here is his story.
With regards to fitness, well, I wasn't gymming. I wasn't doing any fitness. I was eating a lot. My eating habit was very bad. Eating late at night in Dubai, and of course in Dubai is well known that it's not a lot of walking. Transportation is all by car. So on top of that, sleeping as well. So that's what led me to become overweight. I could also remember the times where I went to the mall, I couldn't find any jeans or any clothes my size from how my weight was, so I had to tailor it and customize it as well. So this is a few examples where I could say that where I was overweight was a very bad and unhealthy life as well. Well, the main person who motivated me was my twin brother. I have a twin brother. I remember one day I was sitting down in the house and he was doing a program called Insanity, which is a strongman circuits. And he's like, Asa, why don't you come and try it out with me? I'm like, sure, but I was overweight at that time. I was around 123 kilos. So I did it with him and I realized that my fitness levels were very low, very poor. I couldn't train properly. So this is the day where I started learning from my brother and getting advice from him. And that's where I started doing all the diets and all the gym. And so my main support, I would say, is the family, but the main one is my twin brother as well. Well, I started off, as I mentioned, with Insanity, and then I started joining different gyms in Dubai. So I had a personal trainer who helped me start doing cardio and weightlifting. Now, this is the ways that I started losing weight. It took a lot of time because there was a point where I couldn't lose anymore. Because, of course, when you lose so much and then in a month or two, you see that the weight is not even dropping. So we had to train more and train harder, where I started training twice a day in the morning and, of course, at night as well. The first week or two was difficult. As I said, my fitness levels were very low. So training was very hard for me, very difficult for me. So that was very hard. But then, of course, training 6 times a week and eating very clean and following the routine, this has led me to become fitter and fitter. But at the beginning, it was very, very tough. Especially I couldn't run, not even 1 kilometer, I couldn't run at all. But I could see the huge difference between now and, of course, a year and a half ago. My fitness levels, of course, increased double. There are times where I said, this is very tough, I couldn't make it, especially the food. Of course, my eating habit before was junk food, but now it's all about eating clean, organic food, grilled protein. So it was very tough at the beginning where I wanted to stop, especially when I go on vacation, especially on the weekends. It would be very hard for me to see everyone eating whatever they want to eat, but I had to stick on a strict routine and a strict diet. So that was a tough part of the weight loss time, but then of course I had to do it, and that's how I lost most of the weight, is the motivation and the results from the family and friends that I had as well. I've lost many kilos for the past a year and a half, you could say. It took a total year and a half, and I lost around 64 kilos to date. This was a huge transformation, of course, starting as well in Dubai, and then while I was studying abroad in Switzerland, I lost more and more weight. And then obviously when I came back here, I started, of course, my gymming routine, of course, eating clean and healthy, which led me to this result. Nowadays, I train 6 times a week. I train twice a day. So my routine during the week is that I sleep at 8:30. I'm awake by 3 a.m., go running at 4 a.m. till 6, and then off to work, and then of course I finish work at 6 p.m. and then back to the gym again. Now, this is, of course, you can see the big motivation where it's 2 times a day, 6 times a week. And that's my daily routine, and until now I'm on that routine as well. It's part of my life, it's part of my blood. I eat 5 small snacks a day, every 3 hours. So I start off, of course, before my gym, which I have a pre-workout meal, and then, of course, after the gym, which is a protein shake, and then, of course, goes with all grilled protein. I tend to have as much protein, especially because I lost a lot of weight now, and I need to tone up, gain muscles. So I need more protein intake. So that's what I eat. And then of course vegetables, carbs. I do stick with carbs, but healthy carbs, so like sweet potato, brown rice. And of course I stop eating after 8 p.m. maximum, because usually they say that the later you eat, the unhealthier. So after 8 p.m. as well, I stop eating. I schedule myself. As I said, my working hours are long. They're 8 hours, but I sleep very early. So during the week, and where I sleep very early, I could wake up early and focus. Till now, I could say it's very tough, especially where we could eat for free in the restaurants and the hotel. And of course, where I have to go out with clients and my guests, it's very, very tough at times, but I have to stick with it. And of course, during the weekends, Friday is my off days, where Thursday night I could actually enjoy myself and sleep till late. And obviously, once in a week, I could help myself and just eat whatever I want to eat, which I call a cheat meal. But other than that, no, I just stick. I try to stick. I am looking, suffering, but then if I want results, I need to sleep early, wake up early, and of course train, and of course make sure I'm eating the right way. Well, the only thing I could advise, because I've been through obesity, so I would say that advice, I would say be healthy. At least train. If you don't want to train 6 times a week, at least train at least 2-3 times a week, 30 minutes a day, some cardio, just for you to get used to it, and of course be healthy, because also training is not only for losing weight, it's also being healthy. So that's what I'd advise all the locals here, especially the locals here, is to eat clean, train hard, and of course get all the results.